Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. I just thought I'd get on here for a life update. I can't remember everything I've told you guys so far. There's been a lot going on. I'm outside because everybody else is sleeping right now. It is kind of chilly out here, and I don't want to stay out too long because I am sick. So if it's not one thing, it's another. Hopefully the camera doesn't shake too bad. Okay, you all know about my diabetes. It's been staying pretty stable, but I've had a few times where it got a little higher than what the doctor wants. And then there was a few times it got really close to the low point where the doctor does not want it. So I've been dealing with that a little bit. I don't remember if I've mentioned that I do have high blood pressure now. I was having some kind of issues, and I took my blood pressure and it was high. And so I went to urgent care per the nurse's instruction from when I called. And they have put me on blood pressure medicine. My blood pressure is still staying a little bit high. If I get to stressed out or start having a lot of anxiety, it goes up quite a bit. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Trying to hold it so that maybe I'm not covering up the microphone and you can hear me better. They have given me, they gave me medicine for, I forgot. Well, see, with my knee messed up, and they gave me that medicine for the anti-inflammatory for my knee. Well, when they gave me the blood pressure medicine, I asked, and I've learned to ask, you ask the doctor and you ask the pharmacist, will this interact with any of my other medicines? Because both of them should know what medicines you're taking, especially if you get all your pharmacy medicines from the same place. Both of them said no, I should be fine. But when I got my medicine, my blood pressure medicine, it said that it would interact with the anti-inflammatory medicine and could make the blood pressure, no, it could make the sugar, it interacted with the sugar medicine, the sugar pill, the metformin, and it can make the metformin stay in my system longer than it needed. So there was that going on, and so I stopped the meloxicam, which was the anti-inflammatory, and I've been taking just the blood pressure medicine and the metformin. Well, I asked, sorry, I should have made notes. The doctor at urgent care said something about not needing my fluid pill because the blood pressure medicine kind of acted as a fluid pill. There's certain ones that, so I haven't been taking my fluid pill. And then I had to go back for a follow-up with the urgent care. And they were saying, no, it doesn't act as a fluid pill. But from what I have read and things like that, it does. I mean, I don't know. So I'm confused until I go back to my regular doctor to ask about that. I'm not taking my Bumex. But anyway, I had to go back up from going to my follow-up visit to urgent care. I had to go see a urologist for a place on my kidney it's been there for several years, and it's just grown slightly over the last 3 or 4 years, but nothing major. But my doctor sent me there to make sure that it was not anything to worry about, and that we could keep it monitored if it was something that we need to be maybe concerned about in the future. There is only one urology center, clinic, whatever, here in our area. So I had a very bad experience. I waited an hour and a half to see the urologist. This is my first visit ever. He does not know anything about me. If he looks at my records and can see any blood worker records or of any type, that's all he can tell about me. is from what he can see on, in the records, from if he pulls it from the hospital or wherever. So I waited an hour and a half, finally got to see him. He starts going over my blood work with me. Oh, they took a urine specimen at the beginning because I told him, and I told the nurse I was having symptoms of maybe a UTI or something. So nothing ever happened with that. They didn't, I don't know if they checked for it or what, but that was never mentioned. The doctor proceeded to go through my blood work that my regular doctor has already gone through with me, and that she will go through with me every time I go see her. And he proceeded to tell me how overweight I was. And I know I'm fat, guys. I'm not stupid. And I know that I need to lose weight. And I know that I can, in losing weight and stuff, eating properly, exercising, things like that, that I can, hopefully beat the diabetes and not have to take medicine, and, blood pressure and all that can be fixed and helped. But he proceeded to repeatedly, you're overweight, you need to exercise, you need to take aerobic, what do you say? Take water aerobics, go swimming. I said, I can't swim, I've never learned how. He goes, I'm sure you could sit on the end of the pool and paddle your feet. Then the last few minutes, if that, of our visit that I waited an hour and a half to have, he said everything looked okay with my kidney and I could come back in a year. I get home and this has all made my anxiety like out of the roof, because I went to him for my kidney, and everything he discussed had nothing to do with my kidney. And I could understand if it was a heart doctor and losing weight would help my heart and all that. You know what I'm talking about. But I got home and looked at my next appointment, the paper they gave me for my next appointment, and it didn't have my name on it. It was somebody else's name. So I called them, and the nurse said, oh, I'm sorry, or the person at the computer, whatever, said, I'm so sorry, sometimes that happens. Let me get you your appointment. So she looked and she goes, I can't find it. They didn't make you an appointment. Strike. I mean, that's just something else that went wrong. She goes, hold on, I'll make you an appointment. I said, no, I don't want an appointment. I'm sorry. Maybe in a year there'll be another doctor around that I can use instead of him. And I told her about my whole experience with him and how upset I was. And she apologized over and over again. It was real sweet. So I don't have that appointment to go back to. That's something I'm going to have to check on later. I'll do it because I'm not supposed to go back until November next year. So we'll see what happens then. But if I go to a specialist, you would expect him to deal with what I'm going to him for. That's what my insurance is paying for. Not for him to go over things with me that my regular doctor would go over with me. Especially if it has nothing to do with why I'm there to see him. So that was very, very upsetting. Okay, so then, remember I said that I thought I might have an UTI or something. And they took a specimen, but I didn't hear anything from, he didn't mention that at all. Well, a few days later, I had to go back to urgent care for a follow-up on the blood pressure medicine. And I told them, I feel like I might have a UTI or something. Could you please check? I had a UTI, which could have been treated sooner if he had, done his part. And I don't mean to sound ugly or mean. It's just, I don't know. It just was very upsetting. But, so they gave me an antibiotic for the UTI. And I said, okay, now this doesn't interfere with any of my other medicines I'm on, correct? The doctor said no. Pharmacist said no. But then the paperwork that came with the prescription had a big printout separate from the normal stuff that said this will interact with this other medicine you're taking. You should not take the two together. So I had to call the urgent care doctor back and get a different antibiotic. So it's just been one thing after the other, and now I'm sick. So I've had a lot of anxiety. This will probably be the only video I post today. I'm just tired. Got a lot of anxiety going on right now. I haven't really crocheted at all. Just a lot of mental stress, and plus my body feeling so bad. But I love you guys. I just wanted to update you on what was going on. I appreciate you, and say a prayer for me, okay? And we will talk to you later in Crystal's Crochet Cubby Hole. Bye for now.